If you're trying to grow your brand on Instagram, you're probably wondering, how do I get my brand noticed on Instagram with all of the competition that already exists? I'm a social media specialist and I can show you exactly how to get that ball rolling. Hi, my name is Sammy. Welcome to my channel, the best place for social media and content creation insight. In this video, I will be showing you how to increase your followers on a professional Instagram account. I've worked in social media for a few years, so I can tell you that whilst Instagram's success is part luck, it is at least 60% strategy. So I will be breaking down my simple Instagram strategy that can help you go from having 0 followers to having 10,000 in 2021. To make things organized, I've broken down my strategy into 4 parts: optimizing your account, identifying your audience, creating content, and promoting your account. Let's get into the first part, optimizing your account. For me, this is the most crucial step because you're not going to get anywhere with your Instagram account without first optimizing it for discovery. What this means is that you want people to be able to find your Instagram account when they're looking for something associated with your business. The first thing you need to do when you're optimizing your account is to choose an easy to remember Instagram username. The best hack for this is to stick with the name of your business or your brand. Unless it's taken, then you want to just stick with the simplest option available. Try to avoid underscore because I think a lot of people get that confused. So if your username is all words or maybe numbers, I think it's easier for people to remember it than when it has an underscore, it has a symbol. Next, you have to include the name of your business in the namespace available on Instagram. What people don't realize is that that section on Instagram is super SEO friendly. So whatever information you put in that space is easily discoverable when searched. Not just on Instagram, but any search engine you're using. You want to make sure that you're taking advantage of that space and you're putting in the information that you think people are going to be searching when they're searching for your business. So example is West Elm. In the namespace of their Instagram account, they have West Elm, which is the name of their business, but they also have furniture and decor, which is what people would typically search for when they're searching for something associated with West Elm. Make sure that you're working on your bio to make sure that it is short, simple, and straight to the point. You want someone to easily go from identifying your Instagram account to understanding exactly what it is that your business does. This is a good example of a simple bio that accomplishes exactly what you needed to accomplish for you on Instagram. Finally, you need to make sure that your Instagram account looks professional. People follow Instagram accounts based on what they're seeing. If people like what they see on your feed, they're more likely to follow your Instagram account than if they don't like what they see. So you want to aim for aesthetically pleasing feed. So a lot of people don't think this is important. If you're trying to grow your brand on Instagram, this is crucial. The next part is identifying your audience. When I'm working on a marketing campaign, digital or otherwise, identifying my audience is typically one of my first few steps because you're not going to be able to communicate with your audience if you do not understand them to an extent. You have to be able to know who your audience is made up of and what kind of information or what kind of content are they consuming on Instagram. For example, you wouldn't communicate with a group of 10-year-olds the same way you would communicate with the board of directors at your company. Through research, I know that millennials, as opposed to Gen Z, consume a different kind of content on Instagram. When you're trying to get to know your audience, you want to take advantage of the research that is already available. Depending on your budget, you might go into your personal research, but there is a lot of research available for you to understand your audience in a way that helps you create the kind of content that will resonate with them. If your audience is made up of teenagers and you're not communicating with them with that in mind, you're going to have a really hard time growing your audience because they're not going to connect with you in the way that you need them to in order to grow your Instagram following. Remember, people are more likely to follow your Instagram account if the content that you're putting out there resonates with them. This is something you have to keep in mind no matter the kind of social media that you're using. You need to make sure that you understand your audience so you can provide the kind of content that will make them want to come back to your account. The third part is all about creating content. There are 5 things you need to remember when you're creating content for Instagram: consistency, good quality, providing value, shareable content, and a good variation. So why do we care about all these things? The goal here is to get as many saves, shares, likes, and comments as you can on your Instagram post, because ultimately engagement on your post increases your visibility on Instagram. When your content receives more engagement on Instagram, it basically makes the Instagram algorithm work better for you. What this does is that it makes your content more visible on Instagram. This can be on the Explore page, it can be on a hashtag page, or even just on the pages of the people who follow you. So the more engagement you get, the more visibility you're going to get on Instagram. Back to the 5 things that are important for creating content. The first thing is consistency. You need to make sure that you are posting regularly. So you don't want to appear in 2 weeks, make a post, and then disappear for 5 weeks and come back. Your audience is going to move on. They're not just sitting around waiting for you. You need to make sure that you are consistent in your posting. So if you're posting once a day, make sure that you're sticking with that and actually posting once a day so your audience knows when to expect content from you. The next thing is a good quality content. When you're putting content out for your brand or your business, you need to make sure that you're going out of your way to make sure that this content looks good. If it's photography or videography, you need to make sure that the quality is good enough that people see your content and they're able to say, well, this is a brand, this is a business that I would like to be associated with. If you're constantly posting blurry images or subpar video content, no one wants to see that on their feed. So you need to make sure that you're putting out content that people wouldn't mind seeing on their Instagram feed. The next thing is you need to be providing value in some type of way. And I think a lot of people mix up providing value on your Instagram versus providing value with your business. The biggest thing here is that your Instagram account cannot just be all about promotions of your business, because nobody wants to see that on their feed. So you need to be providing some kind of value, which can either be putting out some information or providing behind the scenes images from your business, or giving them something that they wouldn't be getting anywhere else. And even if they get it anywhere else, at least they're getting it from your business. So a lot of people create like series on Instagram or some kind of carousel where they're providing some useful tips relating to their business. And I think these kind of accounts ultimately get more engagement. We've all seen the Instagram accounts that have popped up recently, a lot of them actually, that have just carousels, and you look at the Instagram in 1 week, they've grown from 0 followers to 100,000 followers in 1 week based off of just carousels. The difference between this and you actually trying to grow your business is that the carousels have use for the people who stumble upon them. So people are easily like, I'm going to follow this account because it's providing me some type of value. So you need to be providing value with your Instagram account. Otherwise, you're not going to get as many followers as you would. The last 2 things are shareability and variation. You want to make sure that you're creating content that people can easily share, either because it's extremely relevant or extremely trendy. So that makes it easily shareable and makes people want to join into the conversation. Variation comes down to the kind of content you're putting out there. So you don't want to create an Instagram account in 2020 or 2021 actually and post only photos constantly. There's a lot of variety available on Instagram right now. We have IGTV, we have Reels, we have stories. So you want to make sure that you're taking advantage of this video content, because Instagram actually uses Reels right now in a different way when it comes to their algorithm. So it's a lot easier for you to rank on the Reels algorithm than on the post algorithm. So you want to make sure, especially as a small business, you're taking advantage of Reels and IGTV, because it gives your Instagram account the algorithm boost that it needs to be more visible on the regular post feed. Make sure that you're taking advantage of the variations of content available on Instagram for your business, because ultimately this can help your Instagram grow faster than if you just post photos all the time. When you're creating content on Instagram, you need to make sure that you're paying attention to your insight, which is available only on a professional Instagram account. So what this insight provides to you is information about how well your posts are performing on Instagram. So you're able to see the kind of content that's doing better than the others, and this can ultimately help you shift your focus. Finally, let's talk about promotion. The most crucial thing you need to remember when you're promoting your Instagram account is that this isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. So you're going to try a lot of things and actually learn a lot from your mistakes and just see exactly what works for you and what works for your audience. The truth is, some brands are going to need more promotion than others. So you need to keep this in mind and know that your brand is not going to work exactly the way another person's brand works as far as promotions. There are 2 paths available for promoting your Instagram account on Instagram. The first one is the funded path, which usually requires you spending some form of capital, whether it's you paying an influencer or paying for Instagram promotions, or you providing some kind of service in return for a review. So all of these are funded. While the other path for promoting your Instagram account is through some unfunded techniques that I'm going to show you closer to the end of this video, so stick around. A few of the funded ways to promote your Instagram account include easily accessible Instagram promotion tool that's available on any professional Instagram account. Another way to do this is to do giveaway campaigns. They usually get a lot of traffic if you're just trying to grow the reach of your Instagram account. Another way to grow your Instagram account is through influencers. Either you're providing your product or service to an influencer to help you review this, or you're paying them to post about your product or service. All of this requires you spending some form of money. A lot of small business don't have a budget for Instagram promotions. That's why I think it's really important to have a set of tools that you can make use of if you don't have a spending budget for promoting your Instagram account. So the first way to promote your Instagram account without spending money is by collaborating with similar brands. So there are a lot of companies that collaborate with influencers or collaborate with other similar brands or businesses. When you collaborate with a brand, they get to your audience the same way you get to grow to their audience as well. So that's an easy way to promote your Instagram account without spending any money. Another really easy way to grow your audience on Instagram is by engaging with comments, engaging with posts. One big tip that I think a lot of people forget to use is when you're engaging with your audience, you're not just engaging with the audience that currently follows you. So you want to go out and engage with posts and videos and whatever content is available in your industry. So if you're a makeup artist and you're trying to grow your presence on Instagram, you might want to just go out there on Instagram and engage with posts about makeup. Or basically, if you're engaging with the people on Instagram who could likely be your audience, whether they are your audience currently or not, this is a good way to grow your presence on Instagram, because if you're making the right kind of engagements, you might get noticed on other people's posts or other people's content, and this will ultimately help your brand. Another super easy way to promote your Instagram account is to optimize your posts or your content with geo tags or brand tags. You want to make sure that you're actually using tags that relate to the post or the content that you're putting out there. This is good promotion. It might not be the fastest way to grow on Instagram, but it absolutely works if you stick to it and you actively work on growing your platform. The final thing for growing your Instagram account without spending money is using hashtags the right way. I know people are constantly talking about hashtags and just like use hashtags in your captions, use hashtags whenever you post, but I think a lot of people don't realize that there is a hashtag strategy that you can use to actually get your content noticed, as opposed to just like plastering different hashtags on your content. The most popular mistakes I see when people use hashtags to promote their content is that they're using super popular hashtags, and what they don't realize is that you're not going to rank really well as a small business when you use popular hashtags. I'm speaking about hashtags with like 5 million posts or like 10 million posts or even a million posts. What happens is that the fact that this hashtag has this many posts means that people are constantly using it. And what this means for your small business is that you're not going to get the kind of ranking that you're expecting, because there are bigger brands that are using these hashtags who already have more visibility on Instagram. Your post is not going to show up on the hashtag discover page. When you're using hashtags, you need to make sure that you're using a variety of hashtags. So this is hashtags of different sizes. So if you're using a hashtag with 1 million posts, you need to be using a hashtag with 2,000 posts. You need to be using a hashtag with 100,000 posts, and not just using hashtags with 1 million, 5 million, 10 million posts, because you're not going to get the results that you're hoping to get out of using hashtags. So yeah, there's a lot of information out there on using hashtags the right way. I can actually make a more specific video on my hashtag strategy. If you guys are interested in learning more about using hashtags on Instagram, let me know in the comments so I can make a video dedicated to my Instagram hashtag strategy. So that's it, guys. I hope this video was useful. If you're a new business owner trying to get your Instagram up and running, or even if you've had your business on Instagram for some time and you just need an extra boost, make sure you try out this strategy. I really think it's going to help take your Instagram from where it is right now to where you need it to be. I've included a link in the description box to my website where you can find an itemized version of this Instagram strategy if you're interested in getting more information about it. So please check out my website in the link below. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I can make a more detailed version of any one of the tips that I mentioned above. So if you're interested in seeing that, please let me know in the comments so I can go ahead and create that. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button so you don't miss my next video. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you in the next video.